Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Whisk English. I am Susan.
And I am Tom. Whew, and I am very, very hot today.
Welcome to the podcast, Tom. Is it really that hot outside?
Susan, I am not joking. If I walk 2 more steps in that sun, I will melt like ice cream.
It is a very bright day for sure.
Bright? It is a monster sun. I feel like I am being cooked. How can I say this in English? Without sounding like a boring grammar book.
Well, you can say it is sunny, of course. That is the basic word. But if the sun is very strong and the sky is blue with no clouds at all, we say the sky is clear.
Clear? Like when there is nothing in my way?
Exactly. A clear sky. Whiskers, if you are listening to us right now, just imagine that perfect blue color. That is a clear day.
Wait a minute, Susan. You always say whiskers. I know that is the name of our community, but for the people arriving today, who are they?
Oh, that's a great question. Whiskers are all our listeners, people who, just like you, Tom, are on this journey to learn English. It's our family. Welcome, everyone.
That is so cool. Susan, can I say welcome to them too?
Of course, Tom. Go ahead.
Then, welcome, Whiskers. It is so good to have you here in the studio with us.
I love that. Now that the family is together, let's go back to our monster sun.
Yes, the problem, Susan, is that even with our family here, I still freeze. I try to find the right word for a strong sun. I try to build the sentence in my head, piece by piece, but the word does not come.
That happens to everyone, Tom. It's normal. You're learning, and that's okay. But I will tell you a secret.
A secret? I love secrets.
Instead of building the sentence piece by piece, try to learn the whole group of words. For example, it is baking hot.
It is baking hot. Susan, what does bread have to do with this?
Think about it. When you bake bread, the oven is very hot, right? So when you say it is baking hot, you're saying the day is as hot as an oven.
Oh, I get it. If I imagine the oven, I don't need to look for the word very or strong. The phrase, it is baking hot, tells me everything.
Perfect. If you focus on the image of the heat, the sentence comes out naturally. Whiskers, try it wherever you are right now. Don't think about your native language. Think about the feeling of the heat and say, it is baking hot.
It is baking hot. I like that. I'm going to use that today when I leave the studio, if I survive.
You will survive, Tom. But you know, Whiskers, there's a reason for this. Your brain loves patterns. Listening to this audio more than once, maybe while you're cleaning the house or relaxing, helps your brain memorize these patterns without stress.
Wait a second, Susan. Look at the studio window. All that blue color, it's gone.
Oh, wow. You're right. The weather's changing very fast. The sky is getting overcast.
Overcast. I know the word cloudy.
Cloudy is when you have some clouds, but overcast is when the sky is totally covered. It's that closed gray color. It looks like the sky is a ceiling made of cement.
A cement ceiling. Whew, I understand that image. And the air is getting heavy. It feels like I am breathing water.
That's because it's very humid. When the humidity goes up, our skin feels sticky.
Sticky? Susan, you don't understand. I left my new shoes, my beautiful suede shoes, near the door, outside, in the open hallway. If it rains, my shoes are dead.
Calm down, Tom. It is not raining hard yet. It is only drizzling.
Drizzling? Let me see. Oh, it is that very thin rain, right? Almost like a wet mist. I only knew the word rain.
Yes, a drizzle is that rain that you think will not wet you, but suddenly you are soaking wet. But look, the wind is getting stronger.
Whoa, the wind is making a lot of noise. Is it a hurricane?
No, Tom. It is just a gust of wind, a sudden strong wind. When there's a lot of wind like this, we say it is windy.
Windy.
Susan, the sky is turning black. I think my shoes are in trouble.
Tom, before you run to save your shoes, let's ask the whiskers. Everyone, Tom is in a panic here. Comment Team Shoes if you think the sky is going to fall now and Tom will lose his shoes. Or comment Team Sun if you think Tom is just being a drama king. We want to know what you think about Tom's bad luck.
Susan, did you hear that? That thunder was very loud.
Yes, that was thunder, and that bright light was lightning.
Now the sky is falling out there. It is pouring.
Yes, it is pouring, or we can say it like this. It is raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs? Now I don't understand anything, Susan. What do animals have to do with the rain?
It is just a funny way to say the rain is very, very heavy, like everything is falling from the sky.
Well, it's funny for you, but you know what makes me sad, Susan? It is not the rain.
What is it then, Tom?
I feel frustrated. I look at this storm, I feel the wind, I hear the thunder, and in my head I have so many feelings. But when I speak, I can only say, the weather is bad. I feel like my vocabulary is a 5-year-old child.
Tom, listen to me. And this is a tip for all of you listening in many different places in the world. You don't need more difficult words. You need words that describe what you feel.
What do you mean?
Instead of just saying bad, use what your body feels. If the day is gray and a little sad, say it is gloomy. If it's that hot, heavy, and uncomfortable air, say it is muggy.
Gloomy, muggy. It's like I'm giving color to my words.
Exactly. And you know what? You understand everything I say because we are here. We see the gray sky, we hear the rain. You are not just hearing words, you are living the situation. This is what makes the English stay in your head.
I like that. Gloomy shoes. No, wait. Muggy studio.
You are getting there, Tom.
You know, Susan, the rain is stopping. The noise on the roof is quiet now.
It is true. Now we have that nice smell of wet earth.
I feel better now. I think I can relax. But before we go, you promised a golden tip for the whiskers today.
I did. The golden tip today is about the picture of the sentence. Tom, when I said it is pouring, what did you see in your head?
I saw the image of that very strong rain, like a bucket of water falling from the sky.
Perfect. That's what the whisker should do. Don't try to translate word by word. Try to create that image in your mind. If you focus on the image of the situation, you stop trying to translate and you start thinking in English for real.
Creating the image. That makes sense. I'll never forget the word pouring after the scare with my shoes.
See? Sometimes a little scare helps us never forget a new word.
It's true. Now I feel like I can talk about the weather without sounding like a robot.
And you know, Tom, the weather is the perfect topic to start a conversation with anyone. By the way, Whiskers, if you want to know how to use all of this to talk to someone at work or on a trip, I have an invitation.
An invitation? Can I go?
You are already invited, Tom. But for everyone at home, I prepared a special video about how to start a conversation in English, and the weather is the main topic. It is appearing on your screen right now.
The weather is the best icebreaker. I always talk about the sun when I don't know what to say.
So, click on that video. It will help you use what we learned today in a very practical way.
I'm going to watch it too. Maybe I can learn how to predict the rain and save my shoes next time.
Go watch it, Tom. And Whiskers, listen to this episode again tomorrow while you do something else. Listening many times is what makes your ears open to the language.
That's right. Stay safe, stay dry, and keep practicing. Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.